So, August 13th at 9:33 p.m. is when my narc decided to contact me. No, we're not married. I was hoping we could, in all honesty, I was actually kind of hoping that we can work things out. I was hoping that she'd actually be honest with me about everything that had been going on. And this is the messages that we had that day when she recontacted me. To tell me that she missed me, that type of stuff. That was when she got me an email. So on that same exact fucking day, like I said, that same exact day, it was August 13th, 9:33 p.m. See, August 13th, it was only that afternoon, 1 o'clock. 8 hours and 30 minutes beforehand, she was making sure to share the same posts as the tattoo artist that I kept asking her to quit talking to from the start because he wouldn't respect boundaries. But she kept throwing me away to be with that guy. See, I'm going to show you the response when I replied to her about the fact that literally the same exact day he pulled his shit. She contacted me to tell me she misses me, she loves me, you know, that type of stuff. Why don't we get married and all that crap. I admitted I was willing to take the risk and jump it. But then I noticed that I sent her a friend's request and all that stuff because, well, I'm expecting that she'd been honest with me about everything. You know, you shouldn't have to pop online and end up finding out literally 8 hours later after she's posting shit from this guy that she says wanted to put her in a fucking whorehouse and make her an escort and all this shit. And that's why she quit talking to him. How do you fucking miss someone and love someone literally 8 hours after you're in the middle of already hoping to have relations with this person until they said that shit to you? This shit isn't over me. This shit's over Matt. If not Matt, then Phil. Because look, August 13th, 12:55. The other one's, you know, an hour before that. But when I confront these fucking lies, and of course you're talking about the psychology today thing, it's about men having, a man having two different women. So obviously she was either referring to Matt or Phil. But when I confront her on this because of, well, I'm just learning this stuff. And I'm confronting it. It's like, yes, I do. I accepted you as a friend on Facebook not to be ridiculed by old posts. Old posts. It's September 26th. This was barely a month and a half ago. Literally the same exact day she contacted me. It was only 8 hours since that shit she dealt with Phil. So magically, 8 hours later, she's in love with me again. She obviously cared enough about Phil that she was willing to throw me away 3 times for this guy. She's willing to use our son to lie to my face to go get close to this guy, to go get tattoos from this guy back before we moved. But no, this guy doesn't matter, but he mattered enough for her to destroy her fucking relationship more than once for this guy. And yet the same exact fucking day that he says that shit, she contacts me, and then she wants to tell me she hadn't talked to him for a little bit because he said that stuff. Yeah, she hadn't talked to him for about 8 hours. If that, I bet anything, like I said, it was after that. And then she wants to fucking tell me I shouldn't, it's no big deal, I shouldn't worry. I need to get it in my head. This is who Melissa Hartman is. It's no big deal that she lies. Literally the same exact fucking day that she was doing this shit. And has continued to lie. By acting like she didn't have anything to do with this guy for a while. She even sat and said, oh, I only talked to him for a week. I can pull that up. That's in here. All I have to do is go up here and go to the search and type in Phil in week. See? Must be on the, not just verbally talking to her, but on the messenger before all that got popped. But thankfully I got screenshots of all that shit before that all disappeared, because somebody supposedly was fucking with her Facebook account. But this is how she treats this shit. This is somebody who, the same exact day that they told me they were going to a doctor's office that was closed to get her head scanned or whatever for her headaches, and when in fact she was going up to go cheat because she'd been planning for weeks to cheat. There's the same person who tells me that she loved me that day she left, but then the next day I figured out, after she admits that she was cheating, that she had just got done fucking another man. But she wants me to tell me this shit is no big deal because it's an old post from August 13th, and yet it's only September 26th. It's literally been a month and 2 weeks, a month and a half. Old post, right? I've only seen them 4 times. You want to say they only accepted my friend request so that I went and ridiculed him? Well, they wouldn't have gotten questioned about this shit if they had just been honest to begin with. They just told the fucking truth to start. That's all that is expected of any situation. To keep telling me they were honest. They're being honest. They're being honest. They're being honest. This is what all they keep doing. I have a lot of regret, guilt, and remorse for the things I've done. Trust me. The weight is heavy. Yeah, because she keeps fucking lying. All she needs to do is just fucking tell the truth to start and quit fucking hiding shit, and then thinking when people fucking learn the truth, they're not going to get hurt by it or get angry. I mean, should I just do exactly what she did? Just fucking straight up go fuck around with someone and then 8 hours later tell her how much I miss her and love her? Here's my Facebook. Well, you're being upset and angry about Matt and Phil. I was still dealing with healing over your shit. Like I said, everything that you've done to me is in here. Showing how little you fucking care. Did you forget everything that you've done? And if you notice, this post, even though the one shows unlocked, this is locked. So nobody can actually see this. They would have to search for it. But if you notice, these are the types of posts I have. If I'm not watching this type of shit, I'm posting this type of shit. Am I posting anything relative to another woman? Here, let's go back, a month ago. Do you see this shit? This is how I've been dealing with how you've been treating me all this time. And the fact that you have the audacity to lie to me from the start. See, I was dealing with the way you fucking treated me, abused me, threw me to the curb, yet you were out cheating on me with Matt. Then you start making posts about how hurt you were over him. See what this all led to? You don't see me posting shit about other women. Because I was actually in love with you, Melissa. Do you see me lying to you or needing to cover anything up? You see this? This is why I think of you as a narcissist. You do not experience authentic remorse for the destruction you caused me. Again, I'll keep going back. This is all it is on my Facebook. On my one account that, yeah, I didn't add you on. Why? Because why should you get to see that I've been dealing with the damages that you created? While you're posting about how other people treated you or how happy you were after you cheated on me, and then you don't want me to find out that you were lying to me. You should have just told the truth from the start. This is the difference between you and I. I didn't go from one bed to another bed to hopefully getting into another bed only to get treated like a whore again, to turn around and go right back to the man, or if it was me, woman that I fucking threw away and cheated on to begin with when I had everything right there. And then when they find out I'm lying, I tell them it's no big fucking deal. This is literally all I've posted all this time. Do you see anything that's being posted about other people? No, I'm constantly dealing with the damages you left me with. And even trying to distract myself, and all through this, you notice you see me posting bullshit to put you down? The only thing I posted was the one fucking thing that's pinned and actually locked. That shows everything that I have. And technically, not even everything I have from the shit that you put me through. But you're the victim. You see me sitting here fucking trying to have relationships with anybody else and then go and fucking remove social media because I fucking lied to you and then wait for you to see it to go, wait a minute, you lied to me. I didn't fucking lie to you from day one. I didn't lie to you from day one. Screenshotted this on August 14th. See where you were at in the list? Second in the list. August 14th. Kind of strange. That was August 14th. But yeah, the post was done on August 12th. But then, like I showed you, it was literally the next day. And seeing all your posts, you don't post anything about tattoos like this until the moment of Phil. And it was the 14th when you cut things off with Phil, and that's when Phil well, you definitely liked that one. You liked that one. You know, after all, it was only 2 weeks, and you told me you talked to him for a week. You enjoyed that one. That goes back to June 1st, where this went back to July 25th, so that's a whole month beforehand. As is, July 28th, when you fucking contacted me on the other. Yes, I don't like being lied to, if you haven't noticed. But where is it? Wrong one. Shit. Just come back here. This one right here. Where is it? Not the 25th. The one that I showed you from the fucking 13th. And the 12th, which is the gift one, which is this one. As you can see, it's the 12th. Because I forgot to go all the way back to the 14th at the end of that last clip. go all the way back and show you, because, yeah. Probably somebody I dropped, or I don't know. Trust me, what you put me through caused me to learn a whole lot of things. Not just about myself, but about you. Whether you like those things or not, I'm sorry, but if you were to sit and look at everything that I have and actually looked at yourself, you would see what I was talking about, what it means. I mean, you've dismissed every time you fucking hurt me. And every time you tell me you're sorry. And every time you go back to hurting me again. And I can show you that in that pinned post. I'm trying to get this to go backwards. I'm kind of noticing at some point some of these posts I don't think are, I don't know, same day. Or not same day. Whatever. You're not seeing me crying, though, about other women. Because I didn't go from you to another woman, and then back to you. Remember, who is the person that told me they're not that easy to get in bed with? So if you had only been talking to Matt maybe for a few weeks or a month, he got in bed with you pretty fucking quick. And then you literally, within maybe a couple weeks, you started to move towards Phil. And it was it was only 24 hours later you then started contacting me. You know, if this was any other woman, how would that look to you when the woman goes from one man who's keeping a roof over her head, doing everything he can to make her happy, asking her to prioritize the relationship because, well, he loves her and just wants their relationship to work, but instead she keeps telling him he's worthless, that he's a fucking asshole. She ignores him, dismisses everything she does to him. She does all this fucked up shit to him, and then in public tells everybody what kind of horrible person he is while she goes out and pursues other men. How would you think of a woman who does that? And then after she pursues these other men, she suddenly, within 24 hours, after failing with both men she went after, she goes right back to the man that she fucking threw away multiple times, which I can show you that. I just don't like how slow Facebook loads. But you noticing anything being posted about other women, and you remember our conversation about soulmates. Is this how soulmates are supposed to treat each other? It's because of what I went through. And when I posted that thing, that was when somebody else who has been going through also serious narcissistic abuse pointed it out because they're going through it themselves. And because of that, I learned a lot of shit. And I think maybe you should take the time to learn about it too. Whether you know what you are or not, you are, and I still love you regardless. And that's one thing that you've got to realize. Even after learning and knowing that you're extremely narcissistic by nature right at this point, it's not something you're born with, and it's not something that is necessarily taught to you by your parents. That's why I sent you that link from that one guy, because he explains that realistically it became a survival tactic for him. So clearly it's something you picked up over time, because you weren't like this when we were first together. And your attitude is oh, well, people change every 5 years. You did a shitload of changing over the last 5 years, that's for sure. One person after another. And you kept going back and forth. And yeah, you don't see me posting anything about other women or trying to get over some other woman, or how some other person makes me so much happy. Do you not see how fucking miserable I was in what you put me through? I've had few support. Yeah, I didn't sit here and go out of my way to try and make you look like this absolute utter monster, because the one thing that I've made clear, and it's even in one of my videos, is that I made it clear that I still love you and I forgave you. And I've constantly said that even before you contacted me. Yet I couldn't trust you, and you hurt me really fucking bad. And I was having to try and learn how to cope with what you did to me. And yet, literally, from the moment you contacted me, you started it with lies. And half-truths is not the truth, still. You told me what you felt. You told me what you wanted to tell me. You didn't tell me everything. And even little lies turns into big lies, and you know this. What's this? Do you not understand this? I've been made a fucking horrible person by you all this time. You bounce from one person to another, and when I find out that at most within 24 hours or less, you went from one man to another, and that other was me after you've thrown me away. Do you not see this? I can go all the way back to when you left. I'm not sitting here posting anything about other women. I'm not sitting here posting anything that's relative with intent of another woman that I have intent to go be with, only to get treated like a fucking whore. I didn't put you through these situations. I didn't make the choices for you. You kept making these decisions yourself. I've sent you this stuff before, and you obviously ignored it. And let me tell you something. You didn't tell me about Matt directly until what? August 12th. You didn't literally you were still talking to Phil when you told me about Matt. When you told me about Matt. How do you think I knew you were cheating on me? When you kept trying to say you were interested in someone else, and the first time you said something there, you said, yeah, there's someone else. You couldn't even admit to me then that you're cheating on me. I already knew. You want to see the video I did that day right after I hung up the phone with you? I was going through all kinds of emotions, from anger to excitement to sadness, everything, because I got tired of you fucking using me. I got tired of you neglecting our relationship. I got tired of fighting for a relationship you didn't want. Yet, when I see your posts about wanting a relationship for someone to love you for who you are and all this other stuff, you couldn't even see it when it was right in your fucking hands. No, instead you went to Matt, you went to Phil. You started chasing money is what it looked like. Every one of these vids not only shows recordings, but also shows the 2 phone calls. The one between you and I when you kept fucking blowing me up, trying to force me to talk to you when you first admitted about Matt. Trying to say that you didn't say this and you didn't say that. You only said you were interested in someone. No, you're cheating. You lied to me then. I got the phone call when you were talking to Dad and you kept saying you didn't threaten me. Oh, in that video, while you're sitting there saying that, I showed in that one where you threatened me multiple times. You don't want to see this shit, but this is what you've put me through. And you demand that I create safe spaces for you. You tell me you're not lying. All of this shit is here. I tried to talk to you, I don't know how many fucking times. I want to show you something. See that date, that 2022, April 15th? That was when I literally predicted what you were going to do to me. I still have that vid. It's just, again, in private. Here's where you kept threatening me. And I didn't even throw you shit. This is how you treated your clients. And now you talk shit about people. This is how you treat people. And then you want people to believe that you're wonderful, but you treated me like this too, like trash. This is you begging for me to take you back after you threw me in jail for shit I didn't do. And put a restraining order on me for not being there. This is you. This is what you did to me. This is the same shit that you did to me again after you threw me away from Matt and that failed. You went to Phil. He treated you like he did. Then you do this exact same shit. This is called love bombing. You don't get it? I was afraid of you. This is how you got our son to treat me. But you didn't give a shit. And I can show you where I kept confronting this, how he was treating us, and how was your response? Oh, that definitely doesn't matter now. Yet you made posts about wanting this awesome relationship or whatever, yet you had it. You just didn't give a shit about it. This is how I got treated by you and Kenneth since 2019. This is what I got treated like by Kenneth because of you. But it's no big deal, right? See, look, every time he kept threatening to call the police on me, I kept telling you to watch this shit. You wouldn't listen. This is me contacting my attorney there. Do you not get it? You created so much abuse. This is that vid I was telling you about. I literally predicted what you were going to do. And you tell your bosses I'm not even disabled or anything. You knew I was autistic and you even acknowledged it. You tried taking my home. You did all this fucked up shit to me. Look at this. Find people who can handle your darkest truths, who don't change the subject when you share your pain or try to make you feel bad for feeling bad. What do you think you do to me? Every time, through all this, I keep trying to talk to you. All this shit. Here, I'll show you. This is what you do to me. You dismiss. You try to minimize. You try to fucking tell me it's like it's no big deal. You're done with the drama. You look at this. You won't even allow me to deal with this shit with you. I'm supposed to accept that you lied to me all the way up to the moment we saw each other again for the first time. And then you proceed to keep secrets. You think telling me half truths is telling me the truth. You're getting to see how you treated me. There's just so many of these that it's taken a while to fucking load. Do you not see this? And it's not just there. Because this is the part you're not going to fucking realize. Because I kept telling you this shit was happening. See this? This is everything I've been going through. My health problems, and you still continued to treat me the way you did. Oh yeah, I still didn't find the FS card after we cleared it out, so... Oh hey, another example of dismissing and stonewalling. Hey, look at this. Look at that. And 25th and all that. Can you feed the chickens the Lucky Charms? Literally, you would not even fucking acknowledge anything. That's called... You're a gaslighter. I do have the original email for this. Think about it. There's a reason why they dropped all the bullshit that you fucking pulled and lied about. Because they saw all of this, Melissa. They saw everything that I'm showing you right now. Not all these things, but they got to see all your messages, the emails, everything. Do you not see what this says? You've done this to me multiple times. How many fucking times? How about this one? Literally. The same month that you were getting in trouble over abusing your kids when you're dealing with that court shit, that was the same month I was in the hospital. You lied about this and that child abuse, and you didn't finally come out about it until after the shit where your mom said whatever she said to little Jake. Then you started crying and admitting it to me. I gave you a benefit of a doubt. Do you not see this? This is your history, Melissa. While you post how miserable you are and how people have treated you, yet the one man who knew about even the child abuse, not to the extent of it though, and the fact I didn't even know about Kenneth until you told me about it. You love me, you do all this shit, you say all this shit, but you kept doing this to me. See, look at this. This is what you did to me again. It's called love bombing, Melissa. Look at that. From July 28th, whether it's Arnold, Phil, etc., you just became everything you said you were not. And everything you said you hated. Your mom for leaving me alone. Or hated your mom for. Leave me alone. I told you then. But then you literally fed on the fact that you know I missed you and loved you. And I can forgive you so fucking easily. Even after you've done some really fucking horrible things. Going all the way back to when we first got the house. I'm going to show you this. Knew this was coming. Do you see all these locked vids? Do you not realize how much shit is on here? I literally called out that you were going to try and contact me, and this addressing them one last time. And literally, it was within 24 to 48 hours you're sending me friends requests. This is how well I fucking know you, Melissa. You don't like this. That I have loved you so much that I actually took the time to get to know you instead of fucking took the time to get to know other people and then argue with you why they are more important than you. This is what I've been dealing with while you were out with other men. I was fucking hurting by you. I got destroyed by you. While you were still worrying about other people, you have the audacity to tell me it's no big fucking deal. That it's old. I've been dealing with the same shit since the day you fucking left me like you did. I know we're home, but nobody's here. First time we got to go back to the house. What? Do you not see that for what you call not a big deal, I've been dealing with it and having to mentally heal from it from the start. It's no big deal to you. So, and for you to love me so much as you say, I must not be a big deal at all because you hurt me pretty fucking good. And you see, I was crying in half of these. Because just trying to deal with all the pain that you put me through. The demonization. Start breaking down just going on my way down to the house. And half these vids show you everything. This is the day you left. Well, this should make my children happy. I just learned from my other half that she's been cheating on me now for quite a while. She's moving out. She thinks she's going to get approved for a new place, but she admitted she's been seeing someone else. And I'm not going to have somebody who's been cheating on me living under my roof and using me any longer. Every year I've been dealing with some shit for the last 10 years, non-stop. And I got to a point after we had this bad blowout because I got tired of being used. I get tired of being demonized. I get tired of being treated like shit, and I had a fucking bad meltdown, and yeah. I had to prove my innocence on a lot of shit because of her. And because I did prove my innocence and dealt with what I actually did wrong, the punishment wasn't good enough for her. Every fucking year for the last 10 years, she's constantly fucking obsessed over somebody else. And every fucking year, I've had to constantly basically battle for a relationship that she never gave a shit about. And all this did, knowing that she's been cheating on me, all this did was prove to me she was cheating on me with other people every other fucking time. And she wants to talk about what kind of piece of shit her ex-husband was because he was whoring himself to other people. Yet she destroyed my relationship with my kids. She tried fucking throwing my ass in jail for shit I didn't do. It took me a fucking year to prove my fucking innocence on that shit and got it all dropped and cleared. Learn I'm fucking autistic through it all. She works for the fucking Klamath County, fucking working with disabled people like myself. And she wants to talk about what kind of shitty people some of those people deal with are, how they treat some of their kids and all this shit. While she's doing it to me at home. That's why I never post anything online. I don't talk about my relationships, my friends, my family, because really in the long run, it's not really anybody else's business, but who do I go to? I've been alienated so fucking badly because of this shit. No, it's good that things are over. And it is a goodbye for once. It should make my sons happy. Both of them, Kenneth and Christian, both. I'm tired of being used. I'm tired of being lied to. I'm tired of being cheated on. And people wonder why, after a while in a relationship, I distance myself and I get to a point I give up. Because I'm tired of being the only fucking one trying to make things work and doing everything while they want to go obsess about somebody else.
While you were enjoying yourself. That's what I was dealing with. Remember when you tried accusing me of the fucking car? That's what this one's about.
What's up? I'm making this because I've had somebody proceed to start to try and falsify evidence to throw me in jail. She's already done this once by trying to falsify, stating that I was in my house when I wasn't. And if it wasn't for video evidence and all that fun stuff and photos, I'd be in jail right now because she lied. She is a Klamath County employee abusing her position to try and...
Do you not get it? You put me in a mode to have to keep fucking defending myself from you. Because when you fucking get in this mode that you get vindictive and vengeful, you fucking rip my life apart. And then you come back and you send me all these messages about how much you miss me and how much you love me. How much more proof do you need? Look, when you use the defense of sitting there going, I'm not perfect, as in me, or I think I'm perfect, I think, no, it's not that. Because I know I'm flawed, and I know I'm not perfect. I try to learn from my mistakes so that I don't repeat them, because I don't like hurting anyone. And I also don't like what happens when you do the wrong thing and the consequences that follows. I don't sit back and go yelling at someone, well, I'm sorry, but you're not perfect either. As a way to avoid my responsibilities for my actions. Could you imagine me doing that in that fucking courtroom, telling the judge, I'm sorry, you're not perfect either? Could you imagine me saying that to anybody like that? It's because I know I'm not perfect that I constantly work on myself. I don't go out of my way to make the same mistake over and over and over again for years at a time. And sadly, the one mistake that I keep making is thinking that you're actually gonna fucking listen to what I've been saying. And actually, stop fucking with my head, basically. Stop lying to me. Prioritize the relationship. I've repeated myself so much about you making our relationship a priority, and then how you complain I wouldn't marry you. How many years do you say the same thing for you to finally understand it? You just got to see for yourself how you've treated me. And like I said, I can actually, there's posts, because I still have some of my old Facebook accounts where I can go back, where I have posts and screenshots from when you left me when we first got the house. I've got stuff going all the way back when you left me for Tia. If anyone needs to recognize that not only they are not perfect, in order for them to, stop feeling like they have to portray themselves like they're perfect to everyone when they're not, and they're just a victim, that type of shit, you need to actually start working on yourself. In a lot of ways, I'm watching you do the same thing that Jess and Heather's did. You're allowing your pride and your ego and your ignorance of your own addiction to the bullshit. And in their case, it was drugs or food. And eventually it destroyed them. It killed them. How many times did I repeat myself to them? You've been treating me like shit for fucking years, and you expect me to have no reaction to it, to not be hurt, not anything, because otherwise I have to fear that you go around and you tell people that I'm abusive because of the way you've been treating me. How many times do you have to leave me and then tell me that you miss me and you love me? You get back in my life, and only 3 to 6 months later, it goes back to this shit again, and then you blame me for it. If you love me so fucking much, why did this stuff even start to begin with, starting as far back as Tia's, when it was starting to get serious, when you left me for her? And your mom had to actually help us get into that apartment out in Gladstone because she even saw there was something wrong there. Of all things, and yet your mother fucking hates me. You want to sit there and talk about how, all I'm doing is ridiculing you for old posts. This wasn't even a month ago. And if you notice, it's barely been 3 months since you fucking cheated on me. The 29th will be 3 months to the day. See, while you went through technically I would be the third man in 3 months. I've been coping with how badly you hurt me. When you've been trying to cope with how badly you fucked up and how many bad choices you keep making. I'm not perfect. But I learned to take responsibility and accountability for my actions when I was a child. Even when I didn't like it. I knew that if I tried to lie, get out of it, avoid it, it was only going to come back later and get me. I watched what that shit did to my brother. You think I didn't learn from what I watched happen to him? How do you think I learned how to deal with all this shit? Why do you think I began documenting all our shit a long time ago? Because you began doing this to me a long time ago. And I knew where it was going. And yet, because you think I don't love you, I somehow was dumb enough to keep allowing you to come back and take you back. And then I was dumb enough to keep putting myself in that position. So either I'm extremely fucking stupid, or you need to realize how much I love you and how much I've been willing to risk for you and your shit that you keep blaming me for. You want to tell me your lies are no big deal. Then you want to say things to just kind of get an argument to stop. You want to marry somebody that you've abused so much, you have made feel worthless and useless, alienated, everything. And you tell me you love me. I'm supposed to believe you. Yet, literally from the day you start talking to me again, you're lying to me. When you first contacted me to, hoping I was okay and all this stuff to tell me about your grandchild, you're in the middle of pursuing Phil. You're not a player. You're a 42-year-old grandmother now who needs to grow up. You need to stop hurting people and stop hurting yourself because you think being adventurous is the way you're being adventurous is the smart thing. It's fun. Are you seriously having fun with how much pain you're causing other people and yourself? The fact that you put me in this situation, in the worst situation than what you're in, because all you have to do is lie and tell people that, oh, he's the abusive one. You got them believing that. I'm not allowed to fight for you to love me. I'm not allowed for you to fight for you to prioritize our relationship, because then I get labeled abusive. I'm not allowed to say anything. Do you remember when I was getting stuck on that piss-filled couch, and at first where I got to a point of doing it by choice, and you come out and you're like, why won't you come lay down with me? And what did I tell you? I'm tired of feeling like I'm just a fucking living roommate. I'm tired of just feeling like I'm just a maintenance man, that all I'm here for is to pay the fucking bills. When were you going to fucking figure it out? I'm bad for how you treated me. Do you not see what you are in private versus what you are in public? Because you just got to see it. And you've got to see bits and pieces of it. Because there is a lot more. I didn't know how to do anything. Because every time I tried to communicate with you, you just shut me out. You dismiss me, you talk shit to me, you threaten me, you lie to me, you do whatever you can. You run away, you do all this fucked up shit. So how am I supposed to get all this shit that you've done to me across to you without showing it to your face? I love you, Melissa, and I don't want to watch the person I love keep fucking destroying herself and everyone around her while she makes excuses and plays victim about it and blames her childhood or her ex-husband or her mother or somebody for why she's fucking being a very vicious human being towards the one person who genuinely loves her. And you want to keep going around talking about how bad you want somebody to love you and all your flaws, yet here I am. You need to get right with God because Satan is attached to you. You need to get your faith back. I don't know how many years that we've done those investigations and the shit we've seen for you to suddenly not think that God isn't real. Whether you're telling me the truth or not, he does know the truth. And you continuing this, I feel like you have a suicide wish for your soul. And you're trying to drag me down with you. Like you've been doing some really bad damage. And you need to realize, by looking at that, how does that make you feel on how you treated me? And if that was any other woman treating their man like that, how would you think of them? When I see you posting all these wonderful things about men that you've to other men, basically, and how much you fought to go be with those men, and they treated you like a corner warmer. One literally wanted to make you one. Yet the one guy who kept begging you and fighting with you to just stop treating me like shit and fucking actually love me and prioritize the relationship, what'd you do to me? And what are you still doing? Doesn't matter if you're seeing or talking to other men or not. It's the fact that you're trying to avoid how much you fucking hurt me. And you've done this. It's not just, it hasn't been just the last 3 months. This has been going on for the last several fucking years. More than half of our relationship. And your answer to fix things is you'd rather just avoid it in the relationship, run away. It's that easy for you. At what point are you going to fight for this relationship for a change instead of begging me back, begging me to take you back, and then you fucking want to tell me nothing you did matters? It's old. When you haven't stopped. I love you, and I don't know how many times I keep saying that. But I don't want to keep being your target for all the hatred you have bottled up. I don't want to keep being your fucking emotional punching bag and not have to eventually have to defend myself again from your shit to end up having an even worse outcome, to be fucking made out an even bigger monster. You gaslight. You don't want to face anything that you've done, but there it is right in front of your face. Like I said, there's a reason why a lot of shit that you accused me of in that courtroom got dropped. It's because they got to see everything. And the reason why that one email was redacted was because at the time I took that screenshot, which I have the actual email still, was there's information in that I couldn't make public. That was actually an email I had sent. That was a screenshot I actually sent to your mom at the time, and even tried to get her to understand. You weren't the only victim, Melissa. What you did was called committing reactive abuse. It's where you gaslit a situation to get a reaction. You got the reaction you wanted, and then you turned around and used it to throw me in jail. Instead of fucking really listening to what I had been saying for months to you at the time, you didn't. You kept shutting truck doors on me, going down the hallways, telling me what kind of fucking piece of shit I was. All this shit. But you're the victim. You want a relationship with someone that wants to be committed to you, but you treat them like shit. You want a relationship where someone loves you with all your flaws, but you treat them like shit. You want somebody to basically obsess over you, but again, you treat them like shit. You cheat on them, you lie to them, you steal from them, you fucking belittle them and their family to your friends and family. When you have what you wanted all this time, what have you done? You treated it like shit. It's time to fucking quit sitting there using these arguments that, oh, you're just perfect. You're trying to think you're perfect. Blah, blah, blah. No. I've already shown you throughout this too that even after you fucking hurt me like you did so many fucking times, I still love you. I've gotten to the point, though, that I'm starting to use my experience to try and help other people, too. I may still be dealing with this, but at least to some degree, I've already helped a couple people to actually start gaining the strength to start recognizing what they're dealing with, too. Just like somebody else did for me. You committed a character assassination with the help of our children, your parents, your family, your friends, everybody around you. And you tell me it's not a big deal. You destroyed me as a human being. And then you fucking want to tell me it's not a big deal. You want to tell me half-truths, and you tell me it's not a big deal. You want to literally go from man to man, and within 24 hours come to me when you were already contacting me before that, and you're still in contact with another man that you're pursuing, and you want to tell me you always loved me. Is this your kind of love? Is this how you treat people that you genuinely love and want to marry? Like I said, you got to get right with God, because obviously Satan's attached to you. You're not learning from your mistakes at all. You just keep running with them, and as long as you keep getting away with it and you keep hiding it, and the only person that knows who you really are the people you're abusing, which is myself specifically, you feel like you're invincible, you're above it all, and you're not. You're just as equal as I am to this shit. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, where do you think I would end up at? Where I would be. I would be in prison if I was doing the things that you're doing. And you know it. If I did even half the shit that you kept accusing me of, do you really think you would have had the friends that you have? Do you really think you would have been allowed to go to fucking Bray and Jason's place? You wouldn't have been allowed to have one friend. I would have been having access to your fucking Facebook. You wouldn't even been able to make the posts you did. You need to think about what kind of person you made me out to be while you were treating me like the absolute utter shit under your shoe. I was not even allowed to speak up without having to be in fear of being called a monster even more and being made out a monster even more and being accused of shit I wasn't doing. I live in fear that you were going to just get mad and throw me in jail again because you had already done it to me twice after the fucking first time I went and turned myself in. When are you gonna fucking get it in your head how much I actually love you and how much hell you put me through and I'm still here?